The atmosphere was heavy, emotional, and filled with questions no one could immediately answer. Fans stood quietly, some holding flowers, others holding photos, and many holding back tears. What was supposed to be a private and respectful gathering suddenly became the center of intense public attention. Everyone was asking the same thing: what really happened at Yu Menglong's final ceremony? Just days before the ceremony, rumors had already begun circulating online. There were whispers that Yu Menglong had been going through a deeply personal and transformative period in his life. Some said he had stepped away from the spotlight completely. Others claimed he had chosen to say goodbye to a chapter that defined his identity for years. But no one expected the emotional weight that the ceremony would carry. Those who were present described the scene as quiet, respectful, and filled with meaning. Close friends, family members, and a small circle of industry insiders gathered in a private venue, away from cameras and media chaos. The choice to keep it intimate only made fans more curious. Why was such an important moment kept so secret? One attendee revealed that Yu Menglong appeared calm but emotional. He wasn't the cheerful, playful person fans were used to seeing on screen. Instead, he seemed reflective, serious, and deeply moved. When he finally spoke, his words left a lasting impact on everyone in the room. He talked about gratitude. He talked about pain. And most importantly, he talked about letting go. According to sources, Yu Menglong expressed his appreciation for the journey he had experienced, the successes, the struggles, and the lessons. He thanked the people who stood by him when things were difficult and acknowledged the fans who never stopped believing in him. Some people in attendance couldn't hold back their tears. For many, it didn't feel like an ending in the tragic sense, but it did feel like the closing of an important chapter. Outside the venue, fans waited for hours, hoping to catch even a glimpse of him. When he finally appeared briefly, dressed simply and looking humble, he bowed deeply. That single gesture spoke louder than words. It was a gesture of respect, love, and farewell, but farewell to what exactly, no one knew for sure. Social media exploded almost immediately. Speculations spread rapidly. Some people feared the worst. Others believed he was retiring. Some said it was connected to a personal loss or a symbolic goodbye to his former self. But those closest to him hinted at something different. They described it not as an end, but as a transition. A moment of closure. A moment of rebirth. In recent years, Yu Menglong had faced intense pressure. The entertainment industry is demanding, and the emotional toll can be overwhelming. Expectations, criticism, and constant public attention can change a person. Many believe this ceremony was his way of reclaiming himself, saying goodbye to the version of him that carried those burdens. Fans began sharing old clips of his dramas, interviews, and behind-the-scenes moments. Messages of love flooded every platform. People thanked him for the memories he gave them. Some said he inspired them during their hardest times. What made the ceremony even more emotional was the silence that followed. Yu Menglong did not immediately return to social media. No long explanation. No detailed statement. Just silence. And sometimes, silence says everything. Days later, a simple message appeared. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't long. But it was enough to reassure everyone who cared about him. He was still there. Still moving forward. Still beginning again. The truth is, the final ceremony was never about losing him. It was about him finding himself. And while fans may call it the last goodbye, many now believe it was actually the first hello to a new chapter in Yu Menglong's life.